Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do a deck tech from Pokemon. And as you can see we have Latios X here. I have built a deck with just Latios X. I was getting back into the game and I didn't have many cards that were standard legal, so I decided to buy some tins. There were 3 available at the time, Latios X, Rayquaza X and Hoopa X. Now, at first I tried to mix them all up. Rayquaza was the first to be cut from the deck because it didn't work at all. Hoopa was nice, you can actually search for other cards, Latioses, but that too was cut. The reason is because of the very first attack. Now then, if you see you have only 1 psychic energy and fast rate, it does 40 damage. If you go first, you can use this attack on your first turn. With Pokemon, you cannot attack on the very first turn. So the player who goes first has that disadvantage, but this takes it all away. Now, back in the days, the rules were quite different and you could actually attack on your first turn. But when I get back into the game, I wasn't used to this rule. And obviously, I like to attack in my very first turn. So I decided to go with Latios X, and I built it from there. So I decided just Latios X because I don't want any other Pokemon in my starting hand. So for Latios X, there we have it. Now, for his second ability, 1 water energy, 2 psychic and 1 colorless, it does light pulse, which does 110 damage. That's not that much, but it prevents all effects of your opponent's attacks, except damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. That's quite handy. It does have a weakness to Fairy, a retreat cost of 2, and it has 170 HP. Not that exceptionally good either. But, as I noticed, it can kill very fast. Yeah, because of the fast rate. So yeah, you want to start first, you want to attack. So what do you need? Ideally, you get, in your opening hand, Double Dragon. So you can just attack and then search for another one later, and attack on turn 2 for with Light Pulse. So we get 4 of these, and 8 psychic energies. Now I didn't include any water, because for the first attack you don't need water, and the water in the second attack can be received from the Double Dragons. So that is that. Now then, for card draw, because you want your Latios in all its glory and its energies as soon as possible. So we have 4 Professor Sycamore, which discards your hand and draws 7 cards, but it's a supporter. This is quite a staple in many decks, I believe. Every deck should have one, and I believe every deck does have one. For Tierno, which draws 3 cards. It's nice, but it's also a supporter, which can be tricky. Acrobikes, I only have 3. I need a 4th one, but 3 it is for now. I play this deck online now as well with 3. I play it at the exact same composition as I have right here, because online I have more Versus Seekers and in real life I don't, and they're quite wanted. So I play with 3 Acrobikes, and I don't feel that I need the 4th one, but it allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one into your hands, just in case you need an energy, or you need healing, or you need a muscle band. Very handy, and it's an item. Oh, I can just keep on looking. Trainer's Mail, also 3. It allows you to look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card you find there, except for Trainer's Mail, and put it into your hand. Well, the deck has a lot of trainers, as you can see, so this is quite nice to have. Roller Skates. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 3 cards, and it's just an item. If you flip heads, obviously it's better than Tierno. You don't have to waste a supporter for the turn. Misty's Determination. For quite a while I've decided only to put 1 in the deck. Recently I got the second one in because I lack some Versus Seeker, so I put this in as a replacement, but actually I don't know, I like it, because you don't have to discard your whole hand for a Sycamore. You just have to discard 1 card. Then you can look at the top 8 cards of your deck and put 1 of them into your hand. It is perfect if you just need that 1 double dragon energy or 1 muscle band or anything. It is great. Giovanni's Scheme. Yeah, if your opponent has a Pokemon that has 70 or 80 HP in your opening hand, this is a nice surprise to have. Or if you just need the extra cards, you can draw up to 5 with this one. Very nice. It helped me out in a tricky situation from time to time. Muscle Band. Well, Muscle Band is 20 more damage for Latios. So fast rate goes for 60. Light Pulse 130. Super. Now then, many people say I'm crazy for playing potions, but I do, and I do play 4. Now the reason that I play this is because at first I didn't play any heal at all. And I noticed that, well, obviously you are getting beaten, but with 170 HP, usually you get 2 hit. Not 1 hit, but 2 hit. So I decided to put some potions in just to stretch it to a 3 hit, which should be enough for me to make the killing blow for the opponent's active Pokemon. Or just switch it out and do other stuff. But potions, oh, they are lifesavers, really. They help me countless times. Gold Potion as well. If you are playing the expanded format, you can put Gold Potion in. It heals 90 damage from your active Pokemon. Well, seeing as we only have 4 Latios X, well, the chances are that Latios is your only active Pokemon. This is great. But you can only have 1 Ace Trainer, 1 Ace Pack in your deck. Helped me out quite some time as well. And a Pokemon Center Lady, which heals 60 damage and removes all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. Get rid of the pesky poison, confusion, paralyze, sleep with this lady. And to bring back the lady, we have the Versus Seeker. Or to get any other supporter that you might need. You might need another Xerosic to get rid of that pesky tools, or just annoy your enemy by cutting back on their energies. Or you can use this one if they have more tools that you want to get rid of. Or they attach some to yours that you want to get rid of. This is also a replacement. I really want to replace it with another Versus Seeker. But like I said, they are wanted. Lysander! Unfortunately, I only have 1. I need another one, but yeah, Versus Seeker fixes this as well. It allows you to switch your opponent's Pokemon with one of his bench Pokemon. You don't need to have to flip for it, so that's excellent for choosing your targets. If your opponent just put on a Shaman X, and you're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, draw those extra cards. You switch it, you make sure to get rid of it with the Light Pulse. All is well in the world. And you get 2 prizes. Huh. Awesome. Then we have 4 Pokemon catchers. Now, Pokemon Catcher used to differ by text. Back in the days, it was just switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon, just like Lysander. But Pokemon Catcher was deemed too powerful and it got an erratat. Here, flip a coin. If heads, then you can switch it. But still, they are definitely great cards. Usually overlooked by the masses. They just want certainty. And I can get behind that, but that one extra flip. Yeah, it can determine games, but hey, it works. For me, it works. And if it doesn't, I have Escape Rope. Ha! Just switch it all. Because, well, yeah, I don't have another bench Pokemon. Well, usually. Sometimes I do. But mostly I don't. So, Escape Rope. The only tricky part with this one is that your opponent gets to choose the Pokemon that he brings out. So, if you have 2 opponents' Pokemon on the bench, then he might pick someone you don't want. And 2 switches, just in case you need to get rid of that paralyze again, or poison, or sleep, or whatever. Or if he is too damaged and you want your second in command up and running. So, this is my Latios X. I have played many games with it, both online and in the real game as well. It can win from a certain array of decks, can win from dark decks, fairy decks, Gardevoir, Xerneas. It can also win from psychic decks like Mewtwo X, but it's a bit 50-50, I guess. The real downside to this deck is that it has a great weakness to the Manectric deck. The Jolteon X deck, it's insanely fast. Really, it outspeeds me way too much. So yeah, that's something I wish to improve, but I don't really know how. And I don't want to add more Pokemon to it. Yeah, there are certain cards with a safeguard ability, which prevents Pokemon X from actually doing damage, or doing anything, I guess. No, damage. I need a Hex Mage for that. Hex Maniac. I don't have that one yet, but it will be included in the deck. So don't go like, hey, you need a Hex Maniac. I know. It's on the way. Well, thank you very much for watching. And see you all next time. Next time I will do another one of these. I like it. I hope you do too. And well, see you all next time. Bye.